Swiftlet Ecopark Group of Companies is the largest Swiftlet Ecopark developer in Malaysia, involved in the upstream, midstream, and downstream processes. With over 40 different products covering supplements, skincare, food and beverages, Swiftlet Ecopark Group of Companies is expanding internationally.
Swiftlet farming started right about 30 years ago in Malaysia. And there's a lot of problems. They create a lot of problems in the sense that a lot of bird houses being built in the city, in the towns, So what governments worry about all these bird houses in town is basically dirty, it's very noisy, and the diseases, bird flu, H5N1. They are worried about this bird flu being passed from the bird to human beings. Swiftlet ranching basically, it should be outside the city, outskirts, at the rural area. We don't call it farming, we call it ranching because we don't feed the bird. So first we got the land from the state governments. Government alienate the land to us, then we submit a proposal, and we get the approval from the federal governments, and we also got the support from the local governments. That's how we started our first project in 2004.
We started as a development that involves planning, construction, development of and management also of the eco parks development, and also we have research and development focusing on the edible business. Especially we are exploring the full potential of the business in terms of functional food, health supplements, skincare, lifestyle products, as well as in the future the medicinal properties. Besides research and development, we do have the world's largest certified ISO 9001 investment scheme, regulated by Malaysian government, and that was started back in year 2010. And then we also have direct selling, multi-level marketing company, and also franchising and licensing, as well as export business of our edible business.
We feel that R&D is very important for any business to continue to move forward. So for us, our company, we spend close to 5% of our company turnover in R&D, because there's a lot of say about the benefit of bird nest. In a lot of Chinese traditional medicine journal, they talk about the benefit of bird nest, but there's any scientific evidence to prove the benefit of bird nest. So our company feel that it should have some research and development being carried out on the benefit of bird nest. I think we are the only company in the world currently is carry out all these R&D activities to prove the evidence, to show the consumer that the real benefit of the bird nest by giving them a scientific evidence.
We transform these industries into something I would say is rather innovative. For example, like the installations of a radio frequency identification device, RFID, into our house, the utilizations and restorations of alternative energies like solar, and run the eco parks as environmental friendly, and also compliance to good animal husbandry practice, GHP, and as a gated guided environment, and also in terms of Swiftlet ranching, in terms of housekeeping, in terms of harvesting. So I think the whole industry transformed from a rather primitive or cottage industries into something very viable that continuously generate a sustainable competitive advantage, and also a lot of potential to be developed and explored in the downstream products and services.
Everybody is involved in Swiftlet farming are looking at China market, Hong Kong market, or Taiwan market. This is the traditional market for bird nest. Our company's levels are slightly different. We do focus China's, Taiwan, or even Hong Kong. But what we are slightly different from others. Example, farmer, they are only involved in farming. They do not involve in the downstream or midstream like the processing or distribution. For those who are involved in distributions, they will not involved in the processing of farming. For those involved in the processing, they will not involved in the farmings and also the distribution. Our company is the only companies who involved from A to Z. So basically upstream, midstream, downstream. And in the world, the three biggest producing countries, not a single company is doing R&D.
Traditionally, bird's nest is best consumed as food, basically. We also heard a lot of interesting story that bird's nest has been shipped to Dubai, Middle East, as a food for the horses. So after horses taking the bird's nest, they can run faster. But anyway, I think bird's nest best to be consumed as supplements, skincare, like we have oral spray, Hexacell, and yet to be finalized and claimed. It could be a very good botanical drugs that can cure, hopefully, neuron regenerative medicines like Parkinson's and others. Swiftlet Eco Park Group can be called the first company in Malaysia that received Good Animal Husbandry Practices, GAHP, meaning to keep and enhance the ecosystem, that having the swiftlets and human being and also environment. So without sacrificing any aspect of it, so we can keep a very good agricultural practice. And we are the first company awarded by Department of Veterinary Services, Ministry of Agriculture and Agro-Base back in 2009. We are also the first company that involved with a good initiative by Malaysia's Multimedia Corporations, MCMC, and also Department of Veterinary Services to have the RFID tag installed in all our birdhouses. This is the first company that recognize and support the initiative of food safety to have a security tag installed to make sure during the harvesting and then processing, logistics services, and up to the consumer. So we have a full traceability of the food safety. We do not need to harvest or collect the nest by ignoring the babies or the eggs. We use some techniques during the harvesting to ensure the baby and the eggs are carefully protected. And we also observe that there is a cycle of harvesting as the babies actually are being born every 4 months. So we do not need to harvest even before the actual harvesting time. In the near future, we are looking forward to get a company to be listed in the United States. We have an aim to list our company in NASDAQ.
The reason why we are seeking the listing in US, US is the biggest capital market in the world, well known, everybody know, right? The second thing is why, second reason why we want to go US because we hope by going to US, we can make use of the platform in US more on the drug discovery, because we need the platform for preclinical trial, clinical trial, and we need some very strong partners in the drug discovery. That's the reason why we go US.
In the very near future, we are going to plan and execute a lot of this global expansion in terms of business, in terms of marketing, geographical expansions into Middle East, India, China, and United States as well. We were going to embark a new research tying up with California-based universities and research institutes to further our R&D, to continue what we have achieved so far in Malaysia. And in terms of marketing and downstream activities, we are going to also explore new markets. For example, like in South America, Islamic countries, as all our products have the advantage of halal certified, and we can distribute to all over the world And last but not least, we see that we have earmarked a few potentials Fortune 500 companies that we would like to knock down on them, and talking to them that we provide you some unique, attractive ingredients for your products.
We would like to be the biggest player in the world, and we will be the most innovative company in the industry.